What's up guys, it's Kyle, also known as the Panda Man. In today's video, I'm gonna show you 3 exercises that you can do to make your triceps bust your sleeves. I remember when I was reading all the bodybuilding magazines, when I was first really getting into this around 15, 16 years old, and I kept reading that if you want big arms, you have to train your triceps because they have more heads. They have more volume than your biceps. So your tricep has 3 different heads. You got your lateral head, the one on the outside. You got your medial head, which is right here, okay? And the long head, the big meaty part of the tricep. Your triceps are very involved with pressing movements. Like if you want to get a bigger bench, overhead press, whatever type of pressing you're into, incline pressing, 80% of pressing really is located within your triceps. So they're a very powerful muscle group, but we also can develop them through a bodybuilding means by training some isolation exercises. So I would break triceps training up into 2 things, isolation exercises and then different pressing movements. Like I'll use a lot of different pressing movements to train my triceps, and I'll do a lot of different types of dips to train my triceps. But today's lesson, I'm gonna show you 3 exercises, 2 that you can do with the cable, 1 that you can do with the band. So you should be able to do these at any gym, and watch the form on these. Listen to what I explain in the form, make these perfect and your triceps will grow. So the first exercise I wanna show you for the triceps is your basic tricep press down. I like using a rope on this. You can use different attachments. You can use a straight bar, all different types of attachments. Anytime you change the attachment, you change the angle, you're gonna change the way you're recruiting the muscle and the muscle fiber and the motor units, which is a good thing. But the rope is one of my favorites. So on the tricep press down, what you're gonna do, you set the weight, keep the elbows glued to the side. Your elbows aren't gonna move from here on out. You're gonna be flexing the tricep on the way down. I'm squeezing there for a second at the bottom. I come up, I'm still really controlling it. Notice my elbows are not moving, so I'm down and up. And you could do anywhere from, let's say, 10 to 20 reps on these, depending on what the goal is. You could do drop sets on these. I'll make another video about that with higher intensity techniques. You flex on the way down, continue to try to flex on the way up. So this is your basic tricep press down. The second exercise that I want to show you is an overhead rope extension. Anytime you change the angle of a movement, you're changing the recruitment patterns, which is a good thing. You want to get the muscle to be recruited in many different angles. You're going to get more size that way, more strength, more power. So with the overhead rope, we're still using the same machine as in the first exercise, same attachment, so very simple. So you'd be here, you can go to staggered stance, you can brace your legs against the pad if you have a machine like this. I get my elbows in place, so that is key. Anytime we're doing arms, elbows are not going to move. I'm extending out away from the head, and I can feel that a lot more in my medial head that I explained to you earlier in the video on the inside of my triceps. So I come out, I squeeze, I don't let my elbow move, bring it in and back. So this is a great exercise to really develop different parts of the tricep. So that's exercise number 2 that I would put if you're doing just a bodybuilding type day for your triceps and you want to isolate them, the overhead rope extension. One of the best exercises for developing the triceps is a kickback. Now the problem is, people do these normally with dumbbells. Now when you're doing it with the dumbbell, when you're at the bottom of a movement, when I'm here, there's no tension on my triceps if I just have a dumbbell. I'm only really getting tension through the second half of the movement on that. So what can you do? You can use bands. So I have 2 bands here. I attach them around the rack. Okay, you just choke them through. So on your tricep press down, I hinge at the hip, not press down, excuse me, kick back. I'm here, elbows are tight, and I'm coming out. I'm trying to keep my elbows from moving, and I come back in. But guess what? I have tension on my triceps the entire time. So these are a great one, much more effective than doing a dumbbell kickback. If I want to make it harder, I could choke up more, step out more. So now I'm here, full lockout, hold for a second, come back in. So that's the 3rd exercise, the banded kickback, that I would recommend. Don't let your elbows move, flex throughout the movement, control it, really isolate it. Those are 3 phenomenal exercises. Start putting them into your routine. Anywhere between, like I said, 10 and 20 reps, depending on what type of workout you're doing that day. But these are ways you can really develop those triceps so they're gonna fill out the sleeves and give you that look that you really desire. Thanks for tuning into today's video, guys. I need you to do a couple things for me. I need you to hit the like button. That allows me to know you like the content I'm making, and I'll make more of it for you. I need you to leave a comment down below. That way I can know if I need to answer your questions or if there's a critique, it's something you thought that I did wrong. Glad to debate that with you or answer your questions to help you out. Lastly, hit the subscribe and hit the notification button. That way YouTube will alert you when I put out a new video, and that way you'll never miss any of my videos. Thanks for the support, guys. Tune in for the next video. I'll see you soon.